All sports begin somewhere, with a small band of bold pioneers, and sometimes a visionary driven to create something new.
I'm Greg Manley, and I invented circle rules football. The game is played on a circular field with one goal in the center. One team scores through one direction, one team scores through the other direction. Around the goal, there's a circle, which is called the key. Each team has one goalie. They're the only player allowed inside the key. They have full contact with each other.
Oh, and
playing on a yoga ball like this big one here.
different sports are invented for different reasons. In the 1890s, for example, James Naismith nailed up some peach baskets so his young charges at the YMCA would have something to do during the winter. Wouldn't want them getting ideas. Circle Rules football started 2 years ago because of avant-garde theater.
The game started at Experimental Theater Wing at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. In your final semester, you're allowed to do an independent project. The last thing I wanted was to do a show that I put a lot of time into and get a whole, audience looking at it like, Best audience I could think of was WWF. Sports are just a type of theater. So at that point, I was like, oh, well, I'll just make a sport.
Somehow, this whimsical creation not only survived, but thrived. Nearly every weekend for 2 years, a small but dedicated band of Circle Rules players has gathered in Brooklyn's Prospect Park to explore the game's potential.
Nobody is coming at it with a ton of experience. So you never know if you're going to get a new person, they may end up kicking everyone else's butt.
New players are constantly discovering the game.
It happens almost every time we play. We get people either been like, oh, we've seen you play before, can we play, or what's this?
Obviously I was a little inquisitive. I wanted to figure out why they were bouncing around and yelling, and it seems pretty cool. I'll come back on a Sunday and play.
And so now some Circle Rules players are actually getting pretty good.
Playing a sport that's so new, one advantage is that if you really put your energy into it, you can be the best at it.
Yes, for now, Circle Rules football looks pretty ungainly, and it's still unknown beyond a small community of diehards. But it's starting to spread.
The game has been played in Florida,
Portland,
California,
up in Maine, and we played at Burning Man, and then Tennessee.
I expect soon that there'll be leagues. I mean, I was watching the Olympics and trampoline's a sport now, and it's pretty awesome.
Seeing a sport in its infancy, when literally anyone can show up to play, provides an excellent reminder of why we love games in the first place.